Get the kids out of bed. It's 5:50 a.m. Weekends come around. Well, then I get to sleep until 7 a.m. Mama, she never gets to sleep in. The Bulldogs and Max. Max is the first one up in the family just about every day. It's amazing. Well, today we're going to do a project that I bid probably 3-4 months ago, and I can't remember much about any of it. My notes were light density, buckthorn, very wet, wait till dry, easy peasy lemon squeezy were my notes. I don't even know what easy peasy lemon squeezy is supposed to mean, but that's the job that we're going to go out and do today. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm walking into, so bring you along for the ride of a job I bid months and months ago, and my notes were easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're in for something. The dogs, crazy.
Leave it. Leave it. Good girl.
Hey, well, welcome to my office for today. So yeah, it's predominantly just buckthorn that we're going to be doing. Did a site walk with the client. They had a UTV and we drove around on. It's pretty good. So kind of got a reacclimation of the land. Right now, I've explained before, the hardest part is just kind of cutting in, and that's kind of what we did. We cut in. I'm trying to establish this property line, this boundary here. I'm using OnX to help tell me where I am. I am coupling that with, or using that as a secondary data point. There's also some fence posts that go down there. So between OnX and existing fence posts, I'm relatively sure we're close to the property line. So that's how we're doing it today. The question would be, if you only had OnX, how do you establish property lines? I wouldn't use OnX as my end-all be-all. I don't think that's really what it's for, but it's a data point. So if that's all you got, I generally lay up about 10-12 feet. That is for my geographical area, about the accuracy for it. I've heard wild stories of OnX users being significantly farther off than 10-12 feet. You're going to have to use your own judgment in the area that you work in. But anyways, there was some other fence posts down there, but this is what I'm talking about. So we got fence posts helping, establish a line. We're doing selective forestry, so we're not trying to get everything, but that is kind of how I'm going in and out, bouncing through the line. The area over to here, we'll get all that cleared, but that we'll tackle that property line at that point. So quick update. Again, I'm gonna say the hardest part is always trying to cut in. How I do it, is I try to find my property corners, property lines, property boundaries, go on my furthest, widest, most outside property line, see if there's any other tattletales, fence posts, stone hedges. I mean, it could be anything. Or if only onyx, then lay up my area 10, 12 feet again. But that's what we're gonna do, is we're just gonna keep cutting in, this line on the property line, and then push that way as far as we can until we hit cattails, which that thing is allergic to cattails. All right, so we cut in, and we got the property line cut in. Started working our way over. Met up with the other property corner. So now I just kind of got to, paint myself out of a corner, so to speak. But lunch break, just had lunch. Talked with the client. Per the client, it's more than they could have ever hoped for. So I guess it's going good. But Minnesota, we either have like sandstone rocks, which are nothing to hit, or solid chunks of granite. And that granite could be anything from, a large softball melon size to the size of a Volkswagen. Well, we got a bunch of, melon sized granite balls of teeth eaters. So after lunch, I got to do the obligatory tooth change. I hardly even get chance to sharpen teeth anymore. It's almost to the point I just wait to break them and then swap in a new one. It's that's how my luck is. You know which guy on a construction site, work site, a project site that no one wants to be ever? It's the guy that hurts himself. Throw a pair of glasses on so you don't take something to the eyeball, especially if you're working alone out in the woods. You know which dad no one ever wants to be? The dad that can't listen, can't hear his children or his wife. Throw a set of muffs on. You only got 2 sets of ears, you only got 2 sets of eyes. Don't take but a minute. I highly recommend keeping a wire brush with you. Clean the mating surface, machine surface. Get it all nice and clean. Really won't have too much trouble. Couple threads started. 3/4 inch Milwaukee, tested and torqued. Right up to about 515 foot-pounds. Here we go. Done deal. Hey, if you ever get done changing teeth or doing something outside with the boom raised, because you got the correct machine at Takeuchi with the roll-up door, take that, cat. And you want to lower the boom, and you don't want to fire up the machine just to drop the boom, because they had it lifted up for 400 reasons. There's a button underneath the seat that all you gotta do is press it, and it's an emergency relief. I don't know what the formal name is, but if you lose power, you can drop hydraulics. So we're gonna hit the button. Probably hard to see on camera, but yeah, you dropped about a good foot. The more you know. So I had to drop the boom arms because I'm going to throw a jug of fuel in it. Why am I doing it, midday and not at the end of the day, to help me keep track of machine hours and hours on the project? I'm going to be working on a lot of slopes, and anytime you get into slopes, I just don't want the fuel pump to pick up a bunch of dirt and debris, plug up the filters. It just makes creates more problems than anything. So I'm going to throw a jug of fuel in. And then finish the second half of the project. Yeah. 2 hours later. that was my new tooth. Isn't that crazy? I mean, come on. See the old one? I don't know. I don't get it. All the other ones, you know, not perfect, but not terrible either. I don't know what to make of it. Broke the old tooth in the same spot, put a new tooth on, broke it in the same place. Well, guys, that's a wrap. It's one day. I'm telling you, if there wasn't water, there was a rock. Tough job, but I mean, come on, we can do tough jobs. Property line, nice and straight, and then all the way down there. Left as many trees as possible. A lot of dead ash trees just everywhere. And if I would have took out every dead ash tree, this place would have been a little bare. So anyways, that's a wrap. Hey guys, if you see me doing it, you can do it too. Probably better than me. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday. Cheers from the Bulldog, guys.